Welcome back to Biafra News Support Biafra, da Biafra here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, depending on where you're watching me from. So my part bring you another news. Let me call it a great news because victory is assured and victory is ours. So here is the headline. Headline reads: EU response to IPOB calls promises to monitor Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. So before we continue, I would like to welcome all the new and old subscribers. And if you're just coming across my channel for the first time, kindly click the red subscribe button, turn on the notification bell right beside it to enable you get notification once I upload a new video. Don't forget to share this video. So my part bring you the news in details. EU response to IPOB's calls promises to monitor Nnamdi Kanu's case. And the picture is what you're seeing right here. Europa direct contact. So thank you for contacting the Europe Direct Contact Center. We have consulted the European External Action Service. Please find below the answer to your question. The European Union has a long-standing and a clear position on the right for a fair trial, which is a priority in the EU's external human rights policy. The EU has been informed that the Nigerian government has appealed the Kanu release order by the appeals court to the Supreme, and a ruling is expected for the 11th of May. We will closely monitor the case. Okay, so here is the news. The European Union has promised to follow up on the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu promptly, as it's reaffirmed that it is the right of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to have a fair trial, which is enshrined in EU's external human rights policy. They noted that the European Union have been informed that the Nigerian government appealed the ruling that discharged and acquitted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu of all court charges. This is coming on third week of IPOB court campaign, in which IPOB leadership ordered all the IPOB members worldwide to engage the European Union in a call, while using the opportunity to call the attention to the unlawful detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the marginalization of Biafrans at large. In an email response sent on 8th of May 2023 to one of the media who engaged in the call campaign, the EU assured that they are confidently following up on the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The EU has been informed that the government has appealed the Kanu's release order by the appeals court to Supreme. Another ruling is expected for the 11th May. We will closely monitor the case, European Union concluded. Recall that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was extraordinary rendition back to Nigeria from Kenya for almost 2 years and has been illegally held in DSS solidarity confinement by the Nigerian government, despite various court orders from Appeal Court Abuja and the Federal High Court Umuahia asking for his unconditional release. So that is it, my people. Nigerian government broke international law by going to Kenya to kidnap a British citizen, renditioning him back to Nigeria upon all the court orders and the UN order to for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be released unconditionally and compensated. Nigerian government refused, going to 2 years now, and they refuse, or should I say Britain refused. This is the game Britain and the EU and the UN are playing. They know what is going on. You can't tell me that British government has not been meeting international communities, EU and the UN, telling them not to do anything, take any action concerning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu illegal rendition and kidnapping in Kenya. You can't tell me that. You can't tell me that the international communities, EU and UN, are just keeping quiet for no reason. Of course, they are keeping quiet for a reason and for what Britain is lobbying them with. But Elohim will disgrace them. Let's see what will happen. They have given Nigerian government before now 6 months to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and that 6 months has a last, but still, nothing has been done. Nothing, absolutely nothing has been done. So let's wait and see what will happen. Let's wait and see what will happen. The corruption in the world today is the reason injustice is thriving, and anybody can commit any crime and go scot-free. Nothing will happen except he's a full dark-skinned black man, and they will take action. Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a British citizen, and he was kidnapped in Kenya since 2021. Since June 2021 up till date, British government has not taken any action or questioned Nigerian government. Like you kidnap my citizen in a foreign country and rendition him illegally back to Nigeria. Without any legal process or anything, British government has been keeping quiet. They have not done anything. They say, oh, we have tried, we have done this, we have done that. Absolutely nothing. They are the ones telling Fulani government not to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It's just that the Fulanis don't know the kind of damage Britain is doing to them. As far as they are still in power, they are blinded by power and the resources in Biafra land. They don't want to let go. When it starts, Britain will abandon them, because what happened in 1967 can never repeat itself. Britain can never involve herself in anything that has to do with Biafra and Nigeria again. Not this time. Not in this life, not ever again. They succeeded in 1967 to 1970 by slaughtering more than 5 million innocent Biafrans that have committed no crime. Their only crime is asking for freedom. We don't want to be in your great zoo or your biggest zoo in Africa. It becomes a problem, and still a problem up to date. Instead of Britain to conduct a referendum or order their Fulani Fulani government or Fulani terrorist government of Nigeria to conduct a referendum for the people to go their separate ways, they are lobbying around, telling international communities not to support Biafra, not to conduct a referendum. And their citizen was kidnapped in Kenya by this same government, tortured for 8 days before he was illegally renditioned back to Nigeria. Nigerian government broke international law by kidnapping a British citizen in an African country and renditioning him back to Nigeria, a country that he's not a citizen of. And they have not taken any action. You can't tell me that if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a white man, that they will not do anything. They would have done. If he is a white British, they would have done something. Because he's a freedom fighter that wants his people to be free. Britain don't want to see any African country to be free. They just want Africans to be under them, to be running to them all the time. You will see African leaders running to UK for treatment. You will see African leaders, their children being sent to UK to study. They don't study in Africa because they made Africa unsuitable. They make Africa unstable for the people. They run to them for everything, for treatment, for school, for loan. They are stealing their oil, their resources. And African leaders will run to them for loan. They just don't want Africans to see light. They just don't want Africans to move forward. Anybody that rises up for freedom, they will tag that person a terrorist. They will tag that person different types of names because that person wants Africans to be free. Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a British citizen, kidnapped in Kenya for 2 years now, or should I say going to 2 years now, and still in DSS dungeon. Nigerian government broke international law. They kidnapped him in Kenya. To the extent they even involved Interpol. They said they collaborated with Interpol. And no statement from Interpol up to date. That's for you to know that it might be true that they worked with Interpol in kidnapping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But they said, don't mention our name. Don't include us in whatever that will happen later. We're just going to help you kidnap him and hand him over to you people. Because to Kenyan government, they said Nnamdi Kanu's record still shows that he's still in Kenya. So it's up to date. It's still, the world, I'm sure the world is still waiting. If the corruption holding them or what they are getting will allow them, ask this question. Nigerian government has still not explained to the whole world how they kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu. And the fools in Southeast that cause themselves Igbo stakeholders and the leaders that are supposed to, question Nigerian government strongly. How did you people kidnap our son in Kenya? How were you people able to kidnap him and rendition him back to Nigeria without a due process? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped and brought back to Nigeria illegally. Not that he was kidnapped and brought back to Nigeria immediately. He was tortured for good 8 days, fed with one slice of bread, chained both hands and their legs. And Nigerian government is yet to explain how they managed to kidnap Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya with the help of Interpol, because Malami said it himself that Nnamdi Kanu was arrested. They called it arrest, whereas it's a kidnap. Nnamdi Kanu was arrested with the help of Interpol, that they collaborated with Interpol. And up to date, Interpol have not made any statement debunking that comment Malami made, or that Malami comment that they worked with Interpol. So it's not just monitoring Nnamdi Kanu's case. You people should also make Nigerian government to explain how he was kidnapped. Those they worked with. We know that those, close to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they might give information. Oh, we'll just have to provide you people with information and everything, his location and everything. That is what they did. They helped them out on that side. And I'm sure whatever money they promised them, then they have given them the money, and the money is no longer coming. That is their business. What I know is that their conscience will haunt them for the rest of their life, and they don't know the kind of curse they have brought upon themselves and their generation. They will keep regretting their actions till their last day on earth, because you can't betray your own freedom and have peace of mind. You can't betray your own people. You can't betray the spirit of Biafrans that have died for others to be free and go scot-free or have rest of mind. There is not rest for the wicked, and there is no peace for the wicked. You people that say that others will not rest, the Biafran, the heroes that died for us to be free, will not, their spirit will not rest. Let you people come and rest. Let us see. Sometimes something. Do you know that the spirit of Biafrans that died, they are not at rest. Their spirit is not resting yet until Biafra is restored. And you people are busy sabotaging, selling out the only man they fear in Southeast. I hope you people are happy. No, since they have been holding him, I hope you people are happy. Because they want to cover some things on there, can happen in our side, dirty pantania side. They feel that on his on a covunu. The corruption, man, this thing who na committee, what the children your children getting. You people succeeded in selling him out to the enemies. You people are sabotaging your own freedom. Up till now, Biafrans has been crying, even before the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, conduct a referendum for us. And if I thought that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was not kidnapped, I didn't sure Naikaya on a zoo. I didn't sure Naikaya on a that zoo up till now. Even though Akayeme something, the world would have done something. They would have talked about Biafra, how they would conduct a referendum, how they would do it for these people to exit Nigeria for peace to reign. Simon Ekpa is doing his own part, pushing, telling the world that if Nnamdi Kanu is not around, there is somebody else. We are not going to relent. We are not going to withdraw from what we are asking for. We are not going to back down. No retreat, no surrender. What we want is freedom. Those that kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu are thinking, oh, Nnamdi Kanu is the only person talking about Biafra. Once you kidnap him, now nobody will talk about Biafra again. No. Simon Ekpa is there. Because that's the only person I know doing the right thing. That's the only person I know. Calling the whole international communities, calling world leaders to do something about Biafra restoration. Let them discuss about Biafra. Let them conduct a referendum. Let the people choose. And the Hamadike's unconditional release. But I'm happy that EU said that they will monitor the case. Let's see what will happen if they will truly monitor the case. We know that they don't care about us. We know that they don't care if we're dying or living. They don't care if we're all being killed. But we will do the right thing, putting them on notice. And when it's time, let's see how they will come and say, oh, we are coming for peace. Yeah, peace and how you bring inshallah. Yeah, peace, ya no hanishi like this. Peace talk. When you see them, you will know that they really came for peace talk. Because you people should come rescue. You people should come and rescue us. We no longer want to be here. We are being forced to be here, and they are keeping quiet, playing deaf ears, and they're turning blind eyes. When the time comes, for the name of peace talk. We will ask them where they have been, all the while we are asking for peace, peacefully. So that is it, my people. EU has promised to monitor Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. Let's see how it goes. Don't forget to share, like, leave your comment at the comment section. Still your one and only Ada Biafra. Thank you all.